I've been telling our listeners this morning that you should be throwing some Seamungus around the garden, and it's interesting. Dr. Uwe from Neutrog wants to talk about the very simple winter fertilising program. And a lot of people think, winter fertilising? Oh, don't bother. Oh, no. You've got to feed up. There's a whole range of plants, citrus in particular. But let's find out what Uwe's got to say. Good morning to you, mate.
Good morning, Graham. Yeah, it's interesting you should say that, because I know many people don't think about fertilising, say, outside of spring or summer. And I have to admit, I was one of those people. My garden wouldn't see any winter fertiliser at all. But then I started looking at it and I thought, hang on a minute, there's still growth going on. There's still flowers. Why wouldn't you fertilise all year round? In my own garden, the English box is pushing out new leaves. And if you haven't fertilised recently, then what you're seeing now is really the plant using its reserves of nutrients to grow, and you really need to think about replenishing that. And it doesn't happen overnight, especially if you're going down a more natural and organic route. So plants really still need nutrients, even if growth is slower. So I've changed the regime that I use. Well,
exactly right. Now, what do you use in these colder periods?
Well, for winter vegetables, I still use Gyganic. It's given me some great radishes, lettuce, beetroot, silver beet, and the beans are just going absolute great guns. And I'll put out some more now, a handful per square metre, that's all you need. Then I put in some more seeds for radishes, beets and lettuce. And off they'll go. And my other plants, such as the hedges and things like the pittosporums and lily-pillies, I always default to my favourite Seamungus. Again, I spread a handful, maybe 2 per square metre. And because it breaks down to the action of those cell bacteria, it gives that plant a gentle feed matching the nutrient release to their growth.
Well, I'm glad I've been paying attention to you, because that's what I've been telling people this morning. In essence, we're replenishing the plant's reserves over the winter, and of course that's getting them ready for spring.
Exactly. What you do now will have a huge impact on your plants in 2 to 3 months' time. And I found applying something like Seamungus now gets the best results for spring, because feeding with some soil moisture allows nutrients to percolate into the soil and encourage the roots to follow. Therefore, you increase the root growth. And also by using Seamungus, you're feeding those soil microbes as well. So you're improving your soil structure so that when summer comes along, you'll get better wetting, better penetration of moisture, and you have a really friable soil. And I know it's a strange thing to talk about summer now, but how you prepare over winter can make a huge difference.
And most of us, certainly on the eastern seaboard, have showers predicted today, tomorrow and during the week. So throw some Seamungus around, it's going to get watered in for nothing. So basically, you really only need 2 fertilisers over the winter period, Gyganic for your winter veggies and for your citrus. I throw it on the citrus at this time. In fact, I've got a couple of pots I've got to feed today. Seamungus, of course, for the rest of the plants. Gyganic and Seamungus, of course, made by Neutrog, science-based and really work a treat. They're available at Bunnings and many other hardware outlets like Mitre 10 and, of course, all good garden centres. Well done, Uwe. Love it. All the best to you. Have a great weekend, pal.
Thank you very much for reminding me about my citrus. I've got to get into that today as well.
Absolutely. Get out there, mate. Don't sit around. Get on.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Bye-bye. That's Uwe Stroeher, Dr. Uwe Stroeher from Neutrog.
Trusted.